You guys, and you ready to get out of here?
Of course I am. It's just about that time. Spring training is time to get ready, and I feel like everybody's pretty much ready to go.
You in particular?
Sure. Always ready to go.
You have your detractors. Can he do it again? Can he do it again? Use that as motivation?
No. I go out there and I play my style of baseball, and my main goal is to help my team win, whether it's on the defensive side, whether it's on the offensive side, whether if it's just picking up one of my teammates if they're having a bad day. With that being said, at the end of the day, if I feel like I do those things, I feel like the numbers will be there.
This whole organization has its detractors. Can they do it again? So you're not alone in that kind of company. There's always the doubters.
Sure. I mean, the group of guys that we have here probably haven't got the credit that they deserve. But people know after the last couple of years that when they come into Oakland, or when Oakland comes into their stadium, that that we're going to be there for 27 outs.
I know last year's in the rearview mirror, but still, fourth in the league in MVP. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was great. More so that our team won the division. I feel like there's a lot of guys around me that had pretty or spectacular years. Moss hitting 30, Jed hitting close to 300 with 15, and a ton of doubles. Coco having a career year as far as homers are concerned. It was just one of those things where the group of guys around me did their thing, and I was able to do mine.
A lot of my friends say he kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm like, did you watch the end of 2012? He didn't really come out of nowhere.
Yeah, 2012, especially the last month and a half or 2 months, I really felt like I was starting to come into my own. I finally got into a big league game and felt like I was able to be myself a little bit and be able to relax. And they talk about slowing the game down for young guys. It took me a little bit longer to understand that and to actually put that in play in a Major League Baseball game. I could go down to AAA and play fine. But whenever I made it up to the big leagues, it was one of those things where I was speeding the game up. And like you said, in 2012, I was able to slow things down a little bit and be a little bit more comfortable in who I am.
Hopefully that's happening with Michael Taylor right now, who's had a couple call-ups and has had a really good spring. He's just been locked in from day one. But same type of thing. If he could just slow things down, he's obviously got a lot of talent.
Yeah, Michael Taylor, a good friend of mine. Put in a lot of hard work this offseason. And it's paying off so far in spring training. We'll see how things play out, but I feel like Michael Taylor's going to make a difference somewhere, whether it's here or somewhere else.
Not many teams could lose Bartolo, could lose Grant, have a season-ending injury to Jared, and yet still think of themselves as maybe not favorites, but because you never think that way, but as certainly as contenders.
Well, I consider us the favorite. I believe our team is, primed to make another run at this thing. You look at our bullpen, we have flexibility and a lot of guys down there. We have not only flexibility, but we have guys that could be closers, 4 or 5 different guys that could be closers in any other organization. So we feel pretty comfortable where we're at right now. And, I'm expecting big things to come out, from Jesse Chavez, maybe Drew Pomerantz, a couple of those guys. You know what you're going to get with the guys like Tommy Malone, who's going to go out there every 5th day and give your team a chance to win. So I feel pretty confident in the pitching set that we have here, and I believe our offense is only going to get better.
And then, you guys aren't just about 25 guys. The next 5 or 10 down in Sacramento or wherever, they just usually step right in and help you guys.
Well, Bob, or Bo is what we call him, he made an interesting statement at the beginning of camp to kind of give everybody a perspective of things. I think we had 56 transactions last year, and the way I interpret that is, he's telling these guys they might not break, but when you have an opportunity to come back up, be ready. You never know. You could be sitting in AAA, but you need to prepare as if the next day you're going to be called up. And, for myself personally, that happened. I thought I was out. I didn't think I was going to have another chance. Brandon Inge goes down. And then here I am back up in the big leagues, and that's finally where I was able to come in and, be able to be myself.
You're living proof.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.